We're looking forward to it.
Very excited.
Yeah, we love Mexico. We always have a great time. And we are excited to be returning with this tour in just a few weeks.
Yeah, it's always sort of, it's amazing that this many years in, you're still finding new places to play, new fans to meet, and it gives you kind of this sense that you have an obligation to put on your best show possible, because these people may be seeing you for the first time.
There's a lot of things. I mean, this interview would have to be a lot more time to tell you all the challenges. I think the biggest thing about being an artist is knowing who you are and starting with, hey, this is who I am, because people have lots of different ideas, and when things work, they have different ideas to you, and when things don't work, other people have different ideas. And so I think we had a really strong foundation, that we really had a strong sense of self and where we came from, and we've always written the songs. It's always been our craft, and so that's been a huge positive to help us overcome challenges. But I think overall, it's so much of it is just about surviving. It's kind of the hardest thing is to keep, I think, the perspective of the long term, not to just be in the one moment, because you have some days that are difficult and some days where everything seems like it's going your way, and the shows are sold out and the records are, people are listening to your music, and if you step back, you get to see a lot more perspective, and that's where we are now. We've been at a place where we've gone through. We've started a record company. We've had hits all over the world. We've toured all over the world, and here we are in 2022 playing in 90 cities around the planet, and getting to return to Mexico for many shows. So we're feeling pretty good.
Yeah, well, it's definitely a challenge to make set lists these days. 30 years of music can't be played in one show, and so what you have to do is sort of almost pick the highlights. Grab moments from each era, each album, and kind of bring them into one story, one arc. I mean, that's why we're playing some of the longest shows we've ever played. So that helps, because you just play more. Hey, we're just going to play more tonight.
Yeah. Many 2-hour shows, over 2-hour shows.
Yeah. But I think that the thing is also, we allow ourselves to change the songs every night. So every night you're sort of changing out a couple songs to keep it fresh, keep it something that fans who come to multiple shows, they get to hear a different song here or a couple different songs there. Yeah. And that keeps us on our toes, and makes it a joy to keep thinking of how to evolve the set and evolve the show each night.
There's so many songs. I mean, on the new record, you have lots of different sounds. You have the song "Don't Let Me Down" from the blue portion of the record, which is very ruckus. That's a lot of fun. We had Zach Myers, he's a great guitar player, and also with band Shinedown, he guested on that, and he was on tour with us recently, so that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that makes it a whole different dynamic when you're bringing your friends on stage too.
Yeah, just that's songs like that are a ruckus. They're all about getting everybody moving and making noise with you. But one of the powerful things too about live music is the intimacy. When you can get everyone to be quiet and share kind of a quiet moment with a couple thousand people, and you see that with songs like Write You a Song, Ike's tune that we put out, or older tracks like ballads from the first or second record, where all of a sudden you remember that all these people have shared an experience, and they know these songs, like we all are kind of singing them together. I think that's a really cool part.
And
of
also
show.
In the set list too, Taylor will sit down and play acoustic guitar just by himself for a song. Zach will play something just on piano or guitar. Like we break it up and change it up a lot throughout the show. And obviously there's always things, you have singles that you've released over the years, and you're always including those in the set, but you're always just trying to find ways to make it interesting. And so there's not necessarily a favorite song. I think the favorite experience is just being on stage and making it fun night after night.
So we have an expression, which I'm not sure it will translate, but high hopes, low expectations. So you can always hope for good things, but you don't expect hey, this has to happen. And so I think our hopes are always high, but we keep our expectations reasonable. You never know what's going to happen each night, but you go in with excitement and energy, and we are very humbled by the response. We get to see amazing audiences all over the world. But we're going to go to Leon for the first time, Querétaro for the first time, and I think more than anything, we're there to provide something for the fans, and anything we get back is a gift. So
we're just hosting a really good party. Hopefully,
we would. I mean,
we're always open to it. I mean, it always takes the right moment and the right connections with people, but we're not opposed to it at all.
I've been told many times we should collaborate with Motel. Yeah.
Well, so the new record is in 3 parts. It's Red, Green, Blue is the name because it's each of us represent a color: red, green, blue. Isaac, Taylor, Zach, or Taylor, Isaac, Zach. We did it this way. It's a project Isaac had wanted to do for a while, and honestly, it's one of those things that needed just the right moment. And so this felt like the time to do this special project. Each of us basically brought in several songs and took a third of the album and led the way with, hey, these are the songs I want to sing. This is the style. And we just tried to support each other. And in the end, it all came together as one project. And so it highlights the music of each of us a little bit differently. You hear the different perspectives. And then you also hear the way that the band is made up of these different inspirations, and we've always had those influences, but now with this project, you hear the definition of each of our voices, metaphorically and literally. You hear that more clearly.
I think it's also important, part of the reason why we did this as well is because when you've been doing music together as long as we have, it's important to give people the opportunity to discover your music and your band in a different way. And we felt like this was a cool way to challenge ourselves artistically, but also to allow the audience to discover us in a different way than they've discovered before, and really give people kind of an understanding of what makes up the band and the DNA of the band. And so it was a very challenging but also very liberating experience all at the same time.
Hey, everybody in Querétaro, we're Hanson. We hope you will come see us play for the very first time on the Red, Green, Blue tour. We can't wait to see you. And you got to come see the live show. It's a little bit old, a little bit new, and hopefully a lot of you as well.
And a lot of fun.
Absolutely. See you there.
I just want to give a shout out to ANTON Noticias. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you, guys.